Hi everyone, it's Lauren from Single Barrel Soaps, and today I am making my Harvest Tea soap. So this one is it's just perfect for fall. So I'm getting started early on my fall soaps and I'm really excited to show you guys. So I'm gonna start by mixing in, I have my oils and butters are all room temperature, and I'm gonna pour my lye water in. And I'm gonna start mixing this up, and I'll fast forward this part a little bit, and then once I come back, I will explain about my design and my color scheme and everything that I have planned out. So let's get started. Okay, so what I have planned for this soap, it's Harvest Tea, and for me the fragrance is just a really nice mix of a little bit of Earl Grey tea and apples and a spice shop, and I think it's just perfect for starting to go into fall. So I want to do a color scheme where it goes from green to yellows to oranges. Now if you've been with me for a while, I did make this soap last year. The fragrance oil does accelerate, so the soap wasn't exactly what I had planned. So today what I'm going to do to kind of combat that, I'm going to pour out I have six colors, 6 equal portions. I'm going to add the colors to them, mix that all in, and then I'm going to add the fragrance oil right before I pour it. So that way I should have enough time to just pour one layer at a time. By the time I'm ready for the next layer, it should be hard enough that it won't break. And that's what I have planned. I'm gonna start pouring, and then I will show you each of my colors as I pour them in, and I will link them down below if you want to use them. And some of my colors today, using a lot of greens and yellows, as soon as they hit the soap batter, it changes colors. The greens really turn into an icky kind of baby puke color. The yellows get a little orangey. But as soon as the soap goes through saponification, that's where all the oils and butters react with the lye and actually turn into soap. The colors calm down and they turn back into what I had originally planned. So, and you'll see that change from when I pour today, once the color's mixed in, and then when I cut it. So I'm just eyeballing these. I'm not really worried about everything being precise. So I'll scrape this out. I'll even them up a little bit, but I'm not trying to go, it's not gonna look, I don't really want sharp layers in between them. I just want it to look like the leaves changing for fall. So you go from the nice pretty greens, get a little more muted into yellow, orange, and red. So let's see, I think these are good. I think this one I want a little bit less. And I knew when I mixed up my soap batter, I knew I was going to do a lot of mixing later, so it's not a really thick trace, it's barely emulsified, and I will mix all my colors in with the stick blender, so then all the soap batter will be perfect for pouring. And yeah, you need a little more, don't you? Alright, I think that's good. Alright, I'm just going to start going in a circle. So for my first green, which will be the bottom layer, Maniacal Pea from Mad Micas. And I was realizing, I was watching my videos, my husband, and he's like, you really should talk about how much you're actually putting in. So all of these containers hold, let's see, about 16 ounces. So they each have a pound in here. And most of these are about 1 tablespoon per pound of oil, 1 teaspoon a tablespoon. You have to check with each color on their websites, but I've used these enough that I know these are guesstimation the right amount. New Leaf Green Mica by Nurture Soap, and if you see it's nice and bright and green, this is a little bit going more towards yellow. And yeah, so what I'm roughly putting in is about 1 to 1.5 tablespoons, maybe teaspoons. I really should. Here, you know what I'll do? Okay, so Nurture, when they send you micas, or when you buy them with your order, you get this. So I'm gonna measure out my next one and we'll see how close I am. So my next color I'm doing is the Firefly Mica from Nurture. All right, so let's see. Okay, so I use about half a teaspoon. or to half a tablespoon, sorry, excuse me. So I think that's good. I think that's what it should be for the pound. And then as I'm mixing the colors up, if it doesn't look right, I can add more. You can always, and this one's mimosa, yay. You can always add more, you can't take away color once you've started. And this is more of a golden yellow, so that's about a half tablespoon. I'm actually pretty pumped about how I measured. So this is kind of the color gradation I'm going for. And then we have Tequila Sunrise by Micas. And I have tapped this too hard and have gotten too much color in. The ones that I really watch out for are the reds, because I feel like those can bleed more, but the rest of the colors, if you get a tiny bit more, it's not a big deal. And then we have Mango Tango by Nurture Soap. This one is more going a little bit to the reddish side. My design last year I had a red, but this one I just really want it to be just orange and greens and yellows. That just screams fall to me. So I'm gonna get started going from lightest to darkest and speed that up, and then we'll start pouring. These will all get mixed up more too when I add the fragrance oil. Now you can see this green is kind of going a little wonky. Excuse me. But that's just the soap batter reacting to the color. And once it's poured and cured, it's gonna look perfect. Okay, let me clean up a little bit and then I'll get stuff started. Okay, we are back and ready to pour. So I am going to pour a little bit of the fragrance oil in and stir it in my hand, which takes a little bit of time, but I really don't want to risk stick blender, I don't think. No, I think I'm just gonna do it by hand. All right, so I think I'll fast forward a lot of this because it's just gonna be me stirring, and then the pour is the really fun part. 100% positive with what I like this. So I'm just gonna do this. There we go. We are back to cut Harvest Tea, and I kind of already peeked at the sides, and it looks like at least the colors have turned out really well. I hope the inside is just as good. All right, slowly press down. And I'm loving how the texture came out on the top. Okay, I mean, honestly, look at that. I'm so excited. I'm honestly speechless. This turned out so much better than I could have even hoped for. I was going for the kind of the fresh green leaves turning into gradually fall leaves. This I think could have been a little lighter, but actually I really like it. So I'm super, super pumped. Let's see how the rest look. This will be cutting a little sample bars. Man. Okay. This is awesome. I was a little nervous because on some of the sides it looks like there's a little bubbles, but it looks perfectly smooth on the inside, which is awesome. A little bit of texture on top, all the different colors. So it looks like they all turned out pretty well. Oh, I love this. So I wanted, I think, a little bit more of an incline, but I'm very happy with it. Very, very, very happy. And it's pretty, and it's rainbow, and it's fall colors. It's just perfect. So I will speed this part up a little bit, and then I'm actually going to show you guys how I stamp them too. So we'll have that on at the end. Okay, we're back, and I'm all ready to stamp the soaps. Now you'll see that I have my little sample size, my end pieces that I cut in half for samples. Every order from Single Barrel Soap gets at least usually 2 free samples of soap, and when I do festivals and events, we also do that. So I stamp those with my mini, well, not anymore my mini, my small one, and my large one goes on the bars. So I'll do the mini ones first, and the mini ones also help me test. I spray this with rubbing alcohol. They help me test how soft the soap is, so I know how hard I have to push. So I actually made this soap less than 24 hours ago, and the fragrance oil, as you saw, does accelerate. So it's pretty firm, which is awesome. I'm gonna get these on the curing racks and out. So it's good. All right. Okay, now I'm gonna spray my large mold. It's a custom barrel mold from Laser Cuts in the UK, and they're amazing. I center this on my bar, push down. It's actually very hard. And I just cut these. It's literally not even been 10 minutes since I've cut these, which makes me really happy. I didn't wait my normal 48 hours. All right. I'm still really excited with how this design came out. I'll have to, when I'm done stamping this, maybe I'll show you, or I'll post a picture of the one that I did last year. And I just didn't take into account how much the fragrance oil would accelerate. So it was not nearly as smooth. These are very hard. Like, I'm having to fight to push this in. And usually if it's been less than, well, just about 24 hours, they're so soft and sticky still. And these are not, which is great. Guy. this is what it looks like. I'm very excited about these, and I hope you guys like them too. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel. You can even hit the notifications to let you know when I put up a new video. I haven't really figured out a schedule yet. They're pretty much as I get them edited, they go up. But I hope you like it. Have a wonderful day. Thanks you guys for watching.